But mummy, how can sister-in-law do this to you guys? What are you doing, mummy? Priya asked her mother about her well-being in her maternal home. I am fine, son. Vimla said slowly. Mummy, are you not well, or are you tired? My health is fine, that's all. Vimla then said softly. And mummy? What are you doing? Just tell me. Priya smiled and asked Vimla about her sister-in-law who had married a few months ago. She has gone to the market. Then Vimala said in cold words. Alone or with someone? Not alone, with your brother. Vimal then replied with a sad heart. She have gone to the market and with my brother, so what is the need to be so sad about it? You are looking very tired, there is something definitely. Priya did not like Vimala's sadness at all. My dear son. Now what can I tell you? The times have really changed. You know that your sister-in-law is preparing to build her own separate kitchen. It has not been even 4 days since she got married and this is the situation right now. Do not know what has happened to today's daughters-in-law. Why they do not want to keep their in-laws with them. In today's time, giving even 2 loaves of bread to the in-laws seems to be a burden. Within 4 days the disaster starts coming. That's why she have gone with your brother to bring household items from the market. Vimal said very disappointed, taking a cold breath. But mom, how can sister-in-law do this? What's wrong with her being with you? You keep her sitting on your eyelids. What did she think of separating from you guys? Hearing Vimala's words, Priya immediately said, Dear son, she must have felt some evil in us, otherwise why she would think of separating from us? Now just look at yourself. You are the only son and daughter-in-law of your in-laws, but there is no one to feed 4 loaves to Sandhanji and Samadhiji in old age. Sandhanji is eating rotis in old age and is also feeding Samdhiji. I do not see any harm in both of them, but you do not understand the nature of both of them. Even Samadhanji used to keep you sitting on her eyelids. Now that you can do this to your in-laws, why can't your sister-in-law do it with us? Because you all belong to the same generation, don't know what will happen to this era. Look, mom. Don't talk about my mother-in-law, her habit of criticizing all the time as well as father-in-law's constant restriction. Don't go here, don't go there, don't do this, don't do that. All this was beyond tolerance, that's why I took this step. But I'm sure that you and Papa would not have done this at all with my sister-in-law. Then what problem did they have? Priya said angrily to Vimla after hearing about her. Now, son, what can we call someone's intelligence? Maybe Palak sees the same evil in us and Papa, as you see in your in-laws, now when the new daughter-in-law comes to the house. She will have to explain to teach the rights and rules of this house. Now if today's children consider it a joke, then what will be called their intelligence? In our time, mother-in-law used to taunt about everything, but we could not even open our mouth in front of them. If enough happened, we went to the corner and quietly wiped the tears. If you see them crying, then it is even more difficult. But even if today's mothers-in-law give a little bit of a hint to the daughters-in-law, then the daughters-in-law immediately decide to separate from them and at the same time force the son to stay apart. Now you see yourself. You forced Arvindji, son-in-law, to live separately by forcing him to live separately in every way, even though he is so straightforward and simple in nature, the only son of his parents. For me, at least you are there to take out your heart. But with whom should Samadhanji share the pain of his heart? God did not even give them a daughter. How bad it feels when the son and daughter-in-law separated in front of their eyes and started making the kitchen. Sorry, mom. Today, when my mother is passing by, it feels really bad. How bad it will feel when I ever come there, seeing sister-in-law cooking in a different kitchen, and then brother will not speak to us with as much love. I always try to explain to you that what you are doing to your in-laws today, tomorrow your children will do the same to you. After all, if you learn the values from your parents, then it is a matter of fact that you will reap as you sow. Vimal looked really sad today. Mom, I will apologize to Mummy Ji and Papa Ji today and also to Arvind because I forced them to keep a separate kitchen. Mummy Ji and Papa Ji are very good. They will definitely forgive me and God bless sister-in-law to find someone who gives good sense in this way. Don't worry, I will be there soon and explain to my sister-in-law that Mummy is really nice. Please don't force her to bake bread in old age. Because she felt really bad today that what she did to her in-laws, her sister-in-law was repeating it today. And she was not able to do anything. Tomorrow her children will do the same to her. But at least by learning from this situation, she can behave well with her in-laws again. Because always Mummy Ji Papa Ji tried to teach her something, but she always used to tease her by calling her a stop. But now she will not make that mistake at all, because Arvind was also very depressed after eating food and drink separately from Mummy Ji and Papa Ji. God forbid that you find someone to give your sister-in-law a good sense, and yes, your in-laws are really very big-hearted, because they have not given us any evidence of your mistakes till date. Otherwise, if there was someone else, then we would have left no stone unturned to tell us about your mistakes. But he never opened his mouth. Saying this, Vimala put the phone with a very sad heart, and here Priya went to apologize to her in-laws and husband. Mom and Dad, you guys forgive me. I really made a big mistake, which separated you from your son, but now I will definitely correct the mistake that I did. Today the same thing is happening with my parents, but today maybe God opened my eyes on the same pretext. From today I will cook everyone's food together in the old kitchen, and if I make any mistake, feel free to explain to me. I won't mind at all. Priya hugged Anita and burst into tears. Has anything special happened, dear son? You look so upset. Did anyone say anything to you? The father-in-law fixed his glasses and said, Yes, Papa. Today the curtain on my eyes was literally removed forever. I was really making a big mistake in my speech. One by one, Priya told Anita everything. And suddenly he woke up. It doesn't matter, son. If the forgetful of the morning comes home in the evening, then do not forget it. And yes, do not worry. I will explain to your sister-in-law. She will definitely obey me. Anita said, rubbing her hand on Priya's head. Really, Mom, you'll explain it to my sister-in-law. Priya was very happy to hear this. Yes, really, son. I will explain to your sister-in-law. Anita said like a sensible mother-in-law. Thank you, Mummy. And today in that house again, happiness started to appear instead of manhood.